So very good morning all the students. Today we will see the another example of pin jointed trusses and the analysis of the pin jointed trusses to be solved by using stiffness matrix method. So as shown on the screen, this is a triangular geometry of a truss having joint A, B and C are there, out of which joint A and C are the hinge and roller support. Okay, and we have to calculate the unknown reactions, okay, at the various joints. Okay, so let us see how to solve this numerical. Okay, so here first of all we have to identify that on which point we have to calculate the unknowns. Okay, so as shown on the screen, first of all we have to draw the coordinates on the truss geometry. So this is the coordinates, okay, in which we have to calculate the unknowns at the joint B. Okay, so the unknowns are 1, 2 and 3. So here why I have considered the third unknown at the roller support, because the roller support is subjected to the horizontal movement. Okay, so here we have to calculate the three unknowns. Okay, and rest of the things we know. Okay, so let us see how to calculate the unknowns at a particular nodes. So here the DOKI will be 3. Then the second step is the formulation of the stiffness matrix. So first of all we will consider the member AC, that is a horizontal member. Okay, also if you see this numerical, here the value of EA is directly given as EA for member AB and BC, whereas for member AC it is given as 2A. So we have to put the value of EA in the equation itself as a EA. Okay, so member AC, as the angle is 0 because it is a horizontal member, so the angle of inclination will be 0. Therefore CX, that is cos theta, that is cos 0 equal to 1, and sin theta, that is sin 0 equal to 0. EA by L value we have to calculate. So EA is given as 2EA, so we have to put it on the denominator side, and L is given as 5 meters, so we have to put 5 meter in the numerator side. So the value will be, the answer will be 0.4 EA. Then we have to form the SM1 matrix. Okay, so EA by L value we have to, okay, 0.4 EA is there, so multiply this 0.4 in the bracket, so we will get the value as 0.40 minus 0.40000 minus 0.400000, and as the member AC is having the coordinates of 5, 6, 3, 4, so we have to write the sequence like this only: 5, 6, 3, 4. This is 5, 6, 3, 4, and here also 5, 6, 3, 4. Okay, now next is the member AB, the inclined member AB. Here the angle is already given as 50 degree, so we have to just put this theta as 50.2, and we have to calculate the value of CX as a cos theta and CY as a sin theta. Then EA by L, is EA is already given as EA, divided by L is 3.9, so the answer is 0.26 EA. So we just take EA as common outside the bracket and multiply this 0.26 under the in the stiffness matrix, so we will get the answer like this. Okay, and the coordinate for AB is 5, 6, 1, 2. So we have to put this coordinate very carefully in the stiffness matrix table, otherwise your answer will be wrong. Okay, so 5 6 1 2 will be the coordinate we have to put here. Now the next step is calculation of the member for CB. This is the another inclined member acting from the left side. So in this case one has to understand that we have to measure the angle from the horizontal axis and also in the this anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so we have to first of all calculate this angle, and then after calculating this angle, okay, we have to deduct this angle from 180. So the answer will become 129.3. So here the angle will become 129.8. So Cx value is minus 0.64 and Cy value is equal to 0.77. Then again we have to calculate EA by L. As EA value is already EA, L is 3.9, so we will get 0.26 EA. Okay, then multiplied by 0.26 under the matrix, you will get the answer as 0.11 minus 0.08 and like this. Okay, and for CB the coordinates are CB, so we are counting from CB, so it will be 3 4 1 2. So likewise we have to write it like this, 3 4 and 1 2, 3 4 1 2. Similarly row wise and column wise. Then the global stiffness matrix. Then we have to see where we have to calculate the unknowns. So unknown has to be calculated on this point 1 2 3. So we have to write here, this is 1, this is 2, okay, this is also 1, this is 2. Let us see. So 1 1, we have to see 1 1. Where is 1 1? So from 1 1 here there will be no 1 1. This is 1 1 1 1. It is 0.1. 0.11 is there. Okay, and here also 0.11 is there. So 0.11 plus 0.11, the answer will be 0.22. Then we have to see 2 1 2 1. Okay, so 0.05. So let us see where this 0.05. So 2 1, we have to see this 2 1 is there, 0.13. Okay, and here also minus 0.08. Okay, so 0.13 minus 0.08, the answer will be is equal to 0.05. Then minus 0.11, minus 0.11, we have to see that where it comes from. So it will be form at D. Okay, so it will be acting at okay, this is 3 1, we have to see that. This 3 1, this is the 3 1 part. This will be the 3 1 minus 0.1. So here it will be 3 1. It is 3 1. This is minus 0.1. We are writing like this 3 1 here. So likewise we have to calculate and we have to see row and column. Okay, row and column, and we have to find this row and column value from the above 3 calculated matrix. And if the summation is required, we have to sum this and we have to write in the global stiffness matrix. Okay, so likewise we can calculate the global stiffness matrix of K, that is 3 by 3. Then the next step is the calculation of global load matrix. So global load matrix will be formed at the unknowns. Okay, so unknown will be calculated at the junction of B and at the junction of C. So if you see at point 1, 25 kilonewton load is there, and it is also a clock plus sign, यानी right side में जा रहा है. उसी तरीके से 2 पे 50 again plus sign, तो 25 50 will be there. Okay, and here at point C there will be no load, so it will be 0. So AFC, that is action of the force at the coordinate, will be equal to 25 50 and 0. Okay, so this will be AFC. The meaning of AFC is action of the force at a particular coordinates. Okay, then next step is the calculation of the displacement matrix. So what is the formula? K matrix, okay, into K matrix into आपका ये जो है इसमें unknown DF matrix will be equal to AFC matrix, whatever we have calculated in the last step. We have to see that and we have to put here. So K matrix, what we have calculated in step number 3, just write it here. Then DF matrix, that is the unknown we have to calculate, that is 1 2 and 3, we have to put here. and this is the AFC coordinate that we have calculated in step number 4. Okay, then solve these simultaneous equations in calculator and you will get the unknown degree or unknown displacement at point 1, 2 and 3. So this will be in the form of EA. Okay, then the final moment member forces. So for final member forces AM, that is AC, let us see how to calculate final member forces. So for AC, what we have to do, first of all we have to write this EA by L for AC, EA by L value of AC we have to write here, then CX CY 0000 minus CX CY we have to write of AC here, and then here we have to write the corresponding coordinates of AC. So what was the coordinate of AC? Let us see that. So the coordinate of AC was 5 6 3 4. So it will be 5 6 3 4 will be there. So here you can write as 5 6 and here 3 and 4, and we know that we have calculated the unknown of degree of freedom, that is a displacement of 3. So we just put here this value and 1 by A outside the bracket, whereas at the coordinate 5 6 and 4 the value will be 0 because here the support is fixed, so there will be no chance of displacement whatsoever. Okay, so we have to calculate the final member forces for AC like this way. Okay, and then we have to solve this matrix equation in our calculator and we will get the answer like this, 3.48 and minus 3.48. okay, similarly we calculate the value for the member AB, then similarly for the member CB. okay, so let us see how to plot the diagram. So this is 3.48, that is represented the symbol inside the matrix as a tension plus. So AC you have to write in compression side, this 3.48. okay, so always remember your first value and the sign convention of the first value, and the value of first value will be applicable in drawing the original diagram. So it will be represented as compression in your diagram. Similarly in second case, what was the answer for AB? It was minus 43. That means in the matrix form it is minus, that is compression. So when you plot in your diagram or represent in your diagram, it will be become tensile. So the arrow will be outside like this, 43.63 43.63. okay, then the last is CB. So here the actual value is minus, that is compression, 17.766. so it will be outside the, and the arrow will be outside, that is it will be represented as tension while plotting in the diagram. So like this way you can plot your final axial force diagram by using stiffness matrix. So by using this stiffness matrix you can calculate the unknown displacement as well as the axial force in the trusses. Okay, so we will see more variety of numerical based on the same concept, that is a stiffness matrix of a truss element, in our next lecture. Okay, thank you for your kind attention. Thank you.